government makes a mistake, when any government makes a mistake, whether it be any state government or the central government, the Republic Media Network is the first to point it out. And as India's most watched, most followed, most trusted news network, we are also often the loudest and the clearest in opposing any government policy. And today I want to tell you where the central government went wrong. Look at these horrible, horrible pictures. Terrible pictures from the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly. Just look at this, viewers. Is this what you deserve? These terrible pictures from the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly make me even more convinced tonight that it was a terrible decision of the central government to have elections in Kashmir. Just look at these, viewers. Run them full frame tonight for 5 seconds. Just look at the way in which the brother of Engineer Rashid, a well-known anti-national, pulls out a placard demanding the return of 370. Look at this dirty tamasha. Look at the way in which these Jammu and Kashmir MLAs have a WWF kind of dirty fight. And remember, when you're watching these pictures, remember, not just that you and I are paying for all this, but remember that this is happening when our army is fighting every day, risking their lives against increased terrorist activity. And remember, this is happening. These people are fighting in this pathetic way while non-Kashmiris are being targeted by Pakistan-backed terrorists across the Kashmir Valley. While Omar Abdullah goes and participates in a marathon with government security around him. While for these politicians who learn nothing, it's an orgy of assembly violence followed by stupid anti-370 drama. And they do all of this with Omar Abdullah sitting and doing absolutely nothing, and he can do nothing. He can do nothing. But while this drama happens, remember, it's all happening in the luxury of us, you and me, funding the salaries of these people and their perks and their everything. They don't deserve anything, ladies and gentlemen. Viewers, I say once again tonight, with all the conviction at my command, that there was no need to have elections in Kashmir. We were doing just fine. Whether as Chief Minister or not a Chief Minister, Omar Abdullah will just run marathons. His father will make even more irrelevant comments. And the hands of our armed forces will be tied. And our army will feel extremely let down and worried. And why shouldn't they? We were doing just fine. The army was doing just fine. There was no need to discuss 370 because Amit Shah had removed 370. 370 was history. But now, thanks to this unnecessary election and this ridiculous government in Jammu and Kashmir, once again 370 is being placed on the political agenda through resolutions and counter-resolutions in this state assembly. I know these resolutions mean nothing, that they have no binding effect, but what good did the elections bring anyway? Was the investment not coming to Kashmir? Was security not getting better? Were tourists not coming? Were the terrorists not being pushed back? What was the point? And what is the point of having a helpless farce of a government, a decorative Omar Abdullah government, an ornamental Omar Abdullah government, when all Kashmir needs and continues to need is central rule? And that's where I believe we go soft when we have to be decisive. All of this would never have happened. We would never be talking about this had there been no elections in Kashmir. Had there been no elections in Kashmir, today there would be no state assembly drama to put uninformed comments on 370 and try and drag us to the dark past when we were ready for a totally different future in Kashmir. If this nonsense goes on any longer, then I say tonight, and I hope you support me, if this nonsense goes on any further, I say scrap the assembly. Bring in a senior retired general as the strategic man in charge in Kashmir Valley. Give the army a free hand and keep aside this sham and focus on the economy, investment and security of Kashmir. The elections in Kashmir, I repeat, have been a terrible, terrible, terrible mistake.